Assalamualaikum. Ini adalah revision you untuk chapter 1. Is the introduction to statistic. Okay, untuk chapter ni, you all kena hafal term and faham apa maksud setiap terms tu lah. Okay, descriptive and inferential statistics. Statistics ada dua jenis. One is descriptive, another one is inferential. Both are methods. Descriptive statistics is a method to summarize data into meaningful form. Inferential statistics is a method to make conclusion about the population based on your sample. Okay, second one, population versus sample. These are all terms related to each other. Okay, population is all item in the study. Sample is only a portion of the population. Sampling frame, ini yang ramai selalu salah. Sampling frame is a list of population. So whenever you answer this kind of question, if you did not mention list in your answer, ini akan jadi salah. Sebab sampling frame is a list of population. And whatever you get from the population, kita panggil dia parameter, and whatever you get from the sample, we call it as a statistic. Okay, and there are 3 types of survey basically. And census, when you do survey which involve the population. Sample survey, when you do a survey for the sample only. Pilot survey is survey which is done before the actual survey, okay, to make sure there is no typing error, the question is correct, and tak ada sensitive question macam tu lah. Okay, and the third one is data. There are 2 types of data. Yang ni dah belajar, yang ni you tahu. Primary data is data from the first source, for example from the interview. Secondary data is you get data from secondary sources, internet, textbook, magazine. Okay, and this is important. 1.4, quantitative and qualitative variable. So pada siapa yang belum belajar lagi, you boleh faham quantitative is numbers. Quantitative is numbers. Qualitative is category. So qualitative is category. Senang kan? Quantitative ada 2 jenis. One is descriptive, one is discrete, another one is continuous. Discrete is number, counting number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kalau nombor tu ada points, dia akan jadi continuous lah. And tak semestinya macam kalau saiz kasut, dia 6, 6.5, 7, 7.5, it could be discrete walaupun dia ada 0.5 sebab dia masih dalam counting lah. Kita panggil counting numbers. Alright, this one 1.5 is scale of measurement. Scale of measurement. Okay, and kita ringkaskan dia sebagai NOIR, N-O-I-R, and you boleh divide into 2. This one is category, this one is numbers. This one for category. Okay, nominal, ordinal. So the difference is if your category can be ranked, dia akan jadi ordinal. Category cannot be ranked, dia akan jadi nominal. For numbers, all of the numbers ratio except for temperature, date, it fall into interval category. The reason is no absolute zero. Sebagai contoh, Celsius and Fahrenheit, bila kita kata 0 Celsius, 0 Celsius, dia bukan bermaksud tak ada suhu. 1, 2, 0 Celsius bukanlah 0 Fahrenheit. So dia ada reason no absolute zero di situ, so it falls into interval category, interval. Okay, now come to sampling technique. Okay, sampling technique, there are 2 types of sampling technique, probability sampling and non-probability sampling. Okay, this four ini adalah probability sampling. Okay, random sample, systematic, stratified and cluster. Okay, the first two is for ungroup. Maknanya population tak ada, bukan dalam grouping. Kalau ada group, you akan pakai stratified atau cluster. Okay, so this is the illustration for each of the sampling technique. Ini untuk probability sampling. Simple random, obviously dia memang pattern dia random. Systematic bersistem, kan? Bersistem. Stratified and cluster, ini untuk yang ada grouping. Okay, very obvious. A difference between the two is cluster sampling. You boleh nampak dekat sini ada 16 group. You boleh nampak 16 group. And selected are 3 groups. Okay, daripada 16 kumpulan, sampel adalah daripada 3 kumpulan. Kumpulan ni, ini dan ini. Dan 3 kumpulan yang terlibat tu melibatkan semua orang dalam kumpulan tu. Okay, berbeza dengan stratified. Stratified dia akan melibatkan semua kumpulan, 16 kumpulan tu. Dia akan melibatkan semua, tapi dia akan mengambil wakil dari setiap kumpulan, ya. So this is very different, stratified and cluster. Okay, and common question from data collection methods, and you tak boleh jawab questionnaire sahaja. Kalau ditanya, you kena jawab direct questionnaire. Direct questionnaire tu maknanya kita bagi questionnaire dekat orang depan-depan. Online questionnaire, mail questionnaire. Interview, you kena mention face-to-face interview, phone interview, okay? And observation is different to other type of data collection. Maknanya observation ni kita dapat data dari penglihatan kita. Kita tengok, contohnya kita nak tahu pokok tu ada berapa daun, kita tengok dan kita tulis ada 7 daun. That one is observation. And questionnaire design ni kita boleh jawab ikut logical thinking. Kita suka questionnaire yang macam mana? Mestilah kita suka questionnaire yang simple and short, not biased, no sensitive questions, easy to understand. Okay, yang ni you boleh jawab ikut pengalaman sendiri. Okay, here's an example of case study. A researcher want to find out types of occupation. Maknanya dia nak tanya orang, awak kerja apa? Okay, in city Z, where the city has 50 parks, ada 50 taman. He selects 10 parks randomly. Okay, and then interview all the residents in the 10 selected residential parks. Okay, sekali tengok, saya dah tahu dah ini cluster sebab daripada 50 taman, researcher tu pergi kepada 10 taman dan tanya semua orang dalam 10 taman tu. Okay, kita boleh tengok balik dekat sini. Obviously, dia referring to cluster sample. Okay. Okay. State the sample. The sample is all residents in the 10 selected parks. What is the variable used in the study? Types of occupation. Okay, this one is common mistake. Common mistake. Variable of interest. Variable of interest ialah apa yang researcher tu nak tahu daripada kajian dia. Okay, so in this case study, researcher want to find out types of occupation. So the variable is types of occupation. Scale of measurement is nowhere. So which one is suitable for types of occupation? Mestilah nominal. Okay, pekerjaan nominal. What is the sampling frame? Sampling frame mesti ada perkataan list di depan. Kalau tak, salah. Sampling frame is list of population. So, list of all residents in 50 parks. In all the parks. Okay. Bukan list of 10 parks, bukan list of all residents in 10 parks, bukan. Dia bukan list yang ni. Okay? Bukan. Dia ialah all residents in 50 parks. Sebab konsep sampling frame ialah list of population. Okay, sampling technique used is cluster sampling. If the 10 sample are chosen by using systematic sampling, explain briefly the procedure. Population is all resident in 50 parks. Sample needed is all resident in 10 residential parks. So the gap is 50 divided by 10, 5 parks. If all residents in the if all residents in the first park selected a sample, then 6 park, 11 park, 16 parks, and ini pun sepatutnya you boleh habiskan lah macam ni. First, 6, 11, 16, and 21, 21st. Okay, so 5.